welcome to my channel. This is what I'm doing right now is I'm going to show you my ship that has 13,000 13,000 13,000 cargo, and I've got, let's see, 98% mobility. And this is how you do it. Well, first off, you need these 6 engines right here. These are SAL 6830 engines. You get them from Stroud. And luckily, they get 18,000 thrust. But you're like, oh, well, that's not that much thrust. However, because they only take 2 power, you can put 6 of those suckers on there. So 100% yes, you need these these engines for sure. It's 6 of them. Okay, and the next thing is important with this much cargo space is you need to have a landing gear that does a lot more thrust. Now these particular ones have 3 thrust and 4 hull. There is Nova Galactic has one that does 4 and 4. So you can always switch to the Nova Galactic, and you probably might even get 100% mobility at this point. I didn't realize. I thought it was the other way around on these. So, but I like the look of them, and at 98% mobility, I'm freaking kicking butt. Of course, we know the obliterators. Oh yes, definitely need the obliterators to just annihilate stuff. And these two, they take up 2 power, so you can get 6 of these suckers on your ship. Now, I put these pulse lasers, which are really good. It depends on you have a choice of whether you want to take ships with suppressors or you want to just annihilate them. And since I'm going with the Mantis, being the Mantis, yeah, I put these pulse lasers. These are pretty good, and because they take 3 power, you could put 4 on your ship. So I kind of put them out so it looks like when I go, you can see all 4 of those lasers like that. I found these are pretty good helium takes. You get 400 grav jump level, and with 2 of them, you don't need anything more than that. So the way that I did this ship, this is really good. And I got this grav drive. I don't know if it's the best, but it does get 50 grav jump thrust, so I think it's pretty good. And then of course you gotta have your reactor that does the most, so you have the most power to do it. And so I chose this one. I think pretty much you can definitely get the reactor pretty much everywhere. And I got this from Stroud, this Gamma grav drive from Stroud. There is this shield you get from Stroud, but there is a one that's pretty close to it. I believe it gives 14, which is the Vanguard one. Of course, you need to be in UC Collective or UC Space to get those Vanguard ones. So just FYI, how my ship gets 13,000 cargo with 98% mobility. So, and you know, she's got a small print, so she can land on the small landing pads if needed. All right, so let's go turret. There's actually only one hab that's regular, and that's the Stroud Battle Station. I did the Nova Galactic 2x2 empty living quarters. Pretty much everything is empty. I love Nova Galactic just because I like the look. The Tayo is a little dark. I may change those out for something that's lighter, like a Stroud, but you have to be careful with the 1x1s because sometimes they leave stuff in if you don't have, the windows and everything, so it's not always clear. I also one thing to consider, these control station, these empty habs, you can put and make them whatever you want, but you might want to choose one that actually gives you crew stations or passengers so you can do those quests and so you can have your crew. So I actually have 2 crew stations on my ship, so I could have 8. That gives me 8 crew members plus 2 for the cockpit. So that's 10, and then the weapons give me 1 more, so I can have 11 crew, which is kind of cool because I'll show you that's where I've got them all set up in a minute. So this is my ship. This is the Razorleaf. I completely redid it, so it's kind of cool because when you're flying around wearing the Mantis armor or spacesuit, the whole thing, and you're flying around in the Razorleaf, the Spacers and Crimson Fleet will be like, oh crap, it's the Mantis, everybody leave, and they kind of port away, but you still get the chance to get them. So it's kind of funny to do that, and that's why I'm running this build right now. So let's go in and take a look at the Mantis and see how I set this up. If you watched my previous video, it's set up a lot like my Frontier. I did make some changes. Like with this being a crew station, of course it's empty. And I love this idea of putting the docking station on the back of the bay. So then you've got one space for coming and going in your ship, which is kind of cool. And being that it's so open, it's just, it makes it so great. Because with empty habs, all the doors will be available. So you'll never not have a door. Okay, of course, this is the Stroud. I love the Stroud battle station simply because you can walk in and there's no walls or anything. So I can see if I want to get a new follower or something, I can see where they're at. So that's why I chose the Stroud there. To the right is the living quarters for the crew. Now I set it up pretty swanky, I think. I gave them a nice little living room, an office area, which I didn't set this up right here very well. So yeah, it's kind of like, the desk is a mess, but whatever. My crew needs to definitely do this, and you have to watch it sometimes when you're decorating because sometimes it will sink. But that's where I got that, and I've also, you can see I've decorated this all out to make it look pretty swanky. And here is the crew sleeping quarters. So everybody has a bed. I wish I could push these back into the wall, but for now, that's how it is. I still need a lot more decorations, that's for sure. But this is the crew. It's pretty swanky for sleeping. Alright, now let's go to the mess hall. This mess hall is, this is the Stroud Eklund mess hall. So it's got walls and stuff. I'm not sure about this kitchen. I'll probably mess with it because I've been messing with it for a while. I'm not really sure about it. And of course, I've got some angles and stuff that I need to fix. But it's kind of cool because you've got just access to the kitchen. And maybe I'll decorate it with coffee pots and stuff like that once I get it. I wasn't going to put anything in there because the one that's filled, that's not empty, actually does let you use this for a galley. But I might need it, so I decided to put a cooking station in there too. Okay, keep continuing on. This usually is the kitchen storage area with refrigerators and stuff. But when you're empty it out, it becomes, guess what? It becomes a little hospital, little infirmary right there. So that was pretty cool. And I like this part right here. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do here, but I have the mess hall. So the mess hall is open to everybody to have a seat and make stuff. I've got a little game, a pool table right here, which I need to get some balls and some cue balls and some cues. Oh, look at that. And then I made, of course, this is the conference room. And I set this up here, and I covered it up because there's a coffee table underneath there. So I could put my coffee cups, because I'm going to do a collection of coffee cups right there. And then this is we're back to the battle stations, which is the bottom level. Notice there's no ladders, which is very awesome. I don't like ladders because I get confused. And because I have no, I guess, spatial awareness when I'm playing video games. Of course, I love the Nova Galactic Super Sonic cockpit. So, of course, I've got to take these stairs up here. And then, okay, so instead of doing the winged, not winged, but the Nova Galactic or the Hope Tech walkways, I just put 3 different single one by one halves. So when you come in, you got your workbench and a couple of a mannequin or 2, and to the right is my captain's quarters. So what I did for my captain's quarters, I gave myself a little living space right in one of the. This is the Tayo 1x1, and notice when you pretty much, it's a Tayo storage, I believe. And so when you put doors and windows, it pretty much clears it out. There was a little bit like that back there, so not really a big deal. So, and the coolest thing is, like, I've got this, you could see the armillary in your grav drive, which is kind of cool. Okay, now let's go to my captain's quarters. Welcome to my bedroom. Me and Sam are married, so I had to make a space for Cora. And notice, I have a bathroom. If you put a window right there or an entrance right there, you get this weird glitch where it shows the doors, but there's nothing there. So, yeah, that's kind of strange. This is my closet, and of course my desk. This is our bedroom. And then we have a little space for Cora, and her books are all right there. Yeah, I just kind of made it like her little space. I will be glad, and hopefully somebody will create. If the Bethesda doesn't, hopefully somebody will, a modder, when the mod comes out, because I'm on Xbox. Hopefully they'll make bookshelves where you can just store the books, and they'll display them like the bookshelves and stuff in Skyrim, which will be super cool. Alright, next we're gonna go to the left of the cockpit, and I'll show you my my workbenches are right here for this is my little workshop area. And it's very bright, and I just wish it would lighten up. So I put these lamps. I'm not too sure about them because look how harsh the lighting is. It's pretty harsh. But when you come in here is my armory. And this is another crew station that I'm using for it. So, it's still an armory, but I get 4 crew out of it. So it's really cool. And I've got this all set up with my fancy gear. Of course, I've gone through the Unity just recently, so I don't have a lot like I did before. Oh, I didn't even see that helmet. That helmet needs to go. Oh, I need this to go right here. There we go. I have a lot more helmets that are a lot more fancy helmets than I have than I have spacesuits. What's that doing there? Oh well, it's decoration, whatever. So this is my little ship, or she's actually a big ship, but I just love to fly, and find spacers that are like, oh no, it's the mantis. So that is my little walkthrough tutorial. This shipbuilding is freaking amazing. I love it, and I'm so glad that Bethesda is doing stuff like that and listening to their fans. And I hope one day, I really can't wait till creations come out, because I know there's gonna be a heck of a lot of stuff that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, I'm going to hit the play. Oh my gosh, what are you doing, Sam? But that's my little video of my ship of the Razor Leaf. Like and subscribe, and let me know what you think about my my ship. Hold on, there's a bad guy. Let's see. Is it a... Oh, it's Crimson Fleet. Let's see if they get scared of the mantis. Oh, perhaps I should like put up my shields and my engines. I didn't even think that I wasn't flying without any. Look at that. I guess they wanted to mess with the... Of course, I did do the, I did do the, sorry, I was distracted by this firefight. The obliterators just do so much damage. It's just so cool. Well, anyway, I'll see you in the stars, and you guys have a great day.